Hey guys, welcome to the Hindu editorial discussion. The date is 24th of June. Actually, I was not publishing this Hindu editorial discussion in English language. Earlier, I used to publish it in Hindi language, but few of my friends were asking me to do this in English language also. But pardon me for my English if at all. I just don't speak the appropriate words because my English is a bit, I'm not that good in English. So let's say, anyways, at least I'll try to get out to you. At least I'll speak those words which you can get it, right? So let's start it. And yeah, pardon me for my English if any mistakes happen, all right? So let's see the very first what we have the news. What we are going to discuss are the very first news is about party politics in presidential candidate. See, this is not important for us per se because this is the battle of BJP and Congress. They have shown that the BJP prime minister candidate is the governor of Bihar, which is Mr. Dr. Kovind, and just means rival to it, like UPA government has put forth their candidate as Meera Kumar, and she was like the previous speaker of assembly also. So the speaker of Lok Sabha, sorry. So this is not important for us. We will not discuss this. Next is US-Korea relation. This is a very good article because the one of a student of US which has been put in captivity in North Korea, he has died. So it has raised tension between North Korea and US. So we will see this also. Next is government agriculture policy. See, this article is like a mixture of political things and normal the issue of farmers plight, right? So political thing is not important for us, but the issue of farmer plight is important, so we'll discuss that also. Next is Sri Lanka internal politics. This is not at all important for us because in the northern Jaffna there was few issues was happening, so this will not be important for our exam perspective, so we'll not discuss it. So let's discuss this very article, US North Korea relation. Let's see what is there. So see, the main matter of this article, US North Korea relation, is the tension is between the Washington and Pyongyang. Pyongyang is the capital of North Korea and Washington, of course, the capital of US. So the tension between them, these two countries, are increasing, and the reason put forth in the article is the death of 22-year-old American youth student, right? And let's see what the issue is mainly being raised. The issue is raised here is what is the future plan to deal with North Korea. See, this issue has been raised because everything has been tried to tackle North Korea, how to tackle it, but nothing has shown any results. Whether you take a deployment of third missile in South Korea, whether you take economic sanctions, or back channel talks with the help of China, so nothing is showing fruitful results. So this very issue is raised with this article, that what is the future plan of deal with how to deal with North Korea, right? So let's see what the matter is. Basically, Korean crisis has worsened since the President Donald Trump took office. See, earlier it was a bit better, but afterwards the Donald Trump has taken the office, they have become more aggravated, right? और भी ज़्यादा पागल हो गए वो लोग, है ना? And North Korea test fired a number of missiles. Means after Donald Trump also they are not stopping the missile testing, है ना? Though all the international community is asking to stop North Korea to test fire their missiles, but still they are one of the irresponsible nuclear power, and they are not stopping their test fired of missiles, right? And the back channel talks with, again already I've spoken about that, the back channel talks with Beijing has also not shown any fruitful results, right? So it stops the basically what happened here is like the sanctions issued by the US to this North Korea has also not shown any fruitful results, right? And now after the death of the US student, US can't take any concrete actions. There is a reason put forth in the article is that the 3 other American students are also imprisoned there. So see, if like as of now, if Donald Trump is taking any concrete actions against North Korea, then it will not be fruitful, because the other American students might be they might be harassed. So now article also says that the sanctions only approach has not helped change the Pyongyang behavior. Again, already I've spoken about it, and in fact the long-standing hostility and Washington repeatedly threat have turned Kim dynastic regime into paranoid. Means they have become more in Hindi we call it pagal, paranoid, whatever be the language means meaning you can get it about it. So that is that it doesn't spare even American tourists. I mean, the discontent between the quarrel between these two countries, the rivalry between US and North Korea has taken to such an extent that North Korea is not even sparing the American tourists, because the article is all about that, right? One of the 22-year-old guy, he died in though North Korea released him later, but afterwards he died. Right, so this was what the issue was mainly revolving around. Right now, the article has also kept few of the way forward points, which, if taken by the US against the North Korea, then it might result in few of the fruitful thing. So let's see what is the way forward points. Take the lead in new diplomatic offense. See, all that I've told you, that all the channel of talks are being now, they are not yielding fruitful results. So they are just thinking of taking out the diplomatic talks, and which I also personally believe that diplomatic talks can only, yield few results. But article has also said that since the the mental condition of the leader over there in North Korea is not that good, so article has said that US can use the policy of carrot and sticks, which was being used against us by UK during their rules in over India. So article is also showing telling that US should also use the policy of carrot and sticks, and take the crisis as an opportunity. See, this is the crisis as of now, right? This is the diplomatic crisis, we can say. So article is telling that use the opportunity of crisis to expand the engagement with Americans, freed, right? And the South Korean president, while taking this opportunity, articles have also said that South Korean president, after the impeachment of the previous president, now this new president is very good, and that was also very good, but the new president is ready to roll back their hostility policy against North Korea, and they are also telling that okay, let's start the diplomatic talks with this North Korea, and we will cooperate with US to continue this talk. So this was all about this article. Let's see another article, and this is another article which talks about the government agricultural policy. I already mentioned that earlier, that there are a few other things like political things are also there, but we are not going to talk about that, what the political things are. But the thing what we are we will discuss here is the government agriculture policy. So what government should do to reduce the plight of the present ongoing condition of farmers, right? So let's see. The first point here in this article is what I have extracted is that they are written about the regime quick reaction, means the government must take quick reaction in it, right? So now what happens is, like, if you see, the government waits for the farmer to suicide himself, right? After that the issue is raised in media, after that this hue and cry happens. But the government is telling that regime must take quick reaction, and for taking quick reaction, what are all other things they should do? They should focus the short as well as long term actions. If you see now that means government is taking long term actions also in the form of infrastructure development, and but they are the party politics of India is somewhere leading this to short term actions also, like what we in Hindi call it Karj Maafi, loan waiver. Like loan waiver is a short term tactic only. So government is telling that focus on short and long term both, so that it becomes sustainable, so that you don't have to more focus on short term but long term, right? Because it will yield more good and promissory results. Next is the promotion. Article is also telling to promote R&D in agriculture. Now the situation is like the R&D in agriculture is not that much promoted. But if R&D is promoted in agriculture, then the Indian agricultural scientists will get to know about much more about what agriculture actually is. All right, and they can get their own breakthrough results of different problems that is being occurring in agriculture, like what is being happening in big countries like US, China. They are is investing more in agriculture R&D, so their agricultural distress level is much lower than us, right? There are few other articles, the few other points also which can reduce the plight of farmers is that empathetic feeling for farmers. See, government must arouse empathetic feeling for farmers, because I was just looking onto the news yesterday or day before yesterday. They were telling that so few ministers commented that it has become suicide has become the fashion of today. But he's not empathetic to the farmers. If he will just put himself to the shoes of that farmer, then he'll get to know that why that farmer has suicided, because he's pressurized with the hectic of different loans what he have taken from different money lenders, right? So it is not possible for him to pay back the loans. That's why he's doing that, right? So means government at the same time article asks for the empathetic and compassionate feeling for farmers also, right? And the focus must be the citizen suffering. Citizen suffering, by here I mean that farmer suffering would have been the much better word. So the focus must be on farmers suffering, means what he's actually suffering through. Say for example, the farmer has committed suicide. Why he has committed suicide? Because he has taken the money from money lender. Why he has taken the money from money lender? Because government facilities were not provided to him. Why? All right, so that's why the article is telling that we should focus should be on farmers sufferings. I mean, why the farmer is getting suffered? Yeah, it's just try to solve that suffering problem first, right? So introduce financial inclusion in that is a kind of solution what you can put forth, right? Next is ground implementation of government policy. See, ground implementation, by here I mean that I'm taking an example for that. There's a government allows MSP for different food things, pulses and all. So what happens is, like, say for example, I'm putting 1,000 rupee for 1 quintal pulse. Then farmer will come to the government shop to sell that thing, right? But the thing is, there is very letharginess in the government procurement, right? So what happens is he had to wait for 2 days to sell that product for 1,000 rupees. And within that 2 days, he have to, spend 500 rupees as a hotel and, hotel cost and for fooding and lodging, whatever. So he's actually getting 500 rupees only, right? And there's a third person who is giving him 800 rupees and telling him to sell to him, and he'll just take it quickly, right? So what he'll do is he'll just sell that pulses quickly to that third person. Because he earlier he was getting overall 500 rupees, now he's getting overall 800 rupees. So but the overall loss of the farmer is becoming 200 rupees, right? If he's not selling directly to the government procurement center. So this is what the government policies implementation at ground level must be there. Then revision of procurement policies of the crop, also the same thing only. Then promote agricultural export. Yeah, see, there is potential for India to promote its agricultural export, and government should focus on that. And also government must bring genetically modified, because it is low very high yield crops and very genetical crops are much better. So article is advocating for that also, right? So this is all about this. Next, there is a ground zero news in next. This is not at all important, so we will not discuss it, all right, and we'll constrain ourselves to this. So Yeah, if you at all like this video, do share it with your friends at least, because I'm making it like I'm not that good in English, but still I'm making it. So thank you guys, thank you.